Good evening and welcome to the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It all started here, and at the moment we are about to finish it here. It's the final phase of the group stage of the Emirates D10. Last game of the group stage. Emirates Blues taking on Dubai. Number 1 taking on number 2. It's going to be a thriller of a match. But without wasting any further time, Atiq Nizam was with the two captains for the all-important toss.
Well, it's the top of the table clash. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's the final of the league games. Match number 42 coming your way. It's going to be Dubai taking on the Emirates Blues. And to my left, I've got the men that matter. Ronak Panoli, captain of Dubai. Ahmed Tariq, captain of Emirates Blues, along with our match referee, Mr. Shiju. And it's going to be Ahmed Tariq who will be flipping the coin. Tails is the call.
And it's won by Dubai.
Ronak, congratulations, you've won the toss. What have you decided to do?
I'm going to bowl first. Looks like there's a little bit of dew around. Just going to give our bowlers a little bit of a challenge and then come out and chase it in the second innings, hopefully.
Well, I know this result's not going to matter much. You guys have already qualified both teams. But how important is the momentum to carry through?
Yeah, 100%. We'd like to go into the knockouts with a win. We've given our opportunities. The boys are, doing pretty well throughout the tournament. And, we just like to get the last things ticked off and go into the knockouts as a happy team.
Well, wish you all the very best and go well for the game. Ahmed, you lost the toss. What would have you done had you won it?
We would have also bowled first, but it's fine. It's just a matter of game and then hopefully play well and inshallah chase this down.
Well, what do you think is a good score to eliminate the opposition to?
I think we're trying to score about 110, 120 and then hopefully restricted in the second innings.
Well, wish you all the best and go well for the game.
Thank you.
Well, so there you go. The news from the centre is that Dubai have won the toss. They've elected to bowl first.
Watch out for this game. It's going to be a thriller of a contest. The Blues, they don't like to lose and they are in some good form. They would want to take this form to the knockout stages. Saurav Jangra, Ahmed Tariq, the captain, Tanish Suri, Aftab Alim, Daniel Liaquat. Watch out for his striking capabilities. Usaid Amin, Awais Ali Shah, Tahir Zaman, Matiullah Khan, Shehbaz Ali, Mohammad Hunain, Munawar with his leg spin. It's a star-studded lineup of Emirates Blues and they're going to be locking horns against the Dubai side. Ronak Panoli, his striking abilities right at the top is second to none. Israr Ahmed is another powerful striker. Arian Saxena, Ali Nasir in the form. Shane Saldana with the gloves. Ramesh Shahzad, Aditya Shetty, Nilanj Keswani with his left arm spin, Amar Badami, Sanchit Sharma with his gentle medium pace, Yog Sharma. The left arm pacer is a bowler to watch out for. Joining me in the com box is Rizwanur Rahman, the voice of UAE. He's made a name for himself and he's shining and shining bright. Rizwan, you know a lot about these players. What are you expecting from this final game of the league stage?
More than a cricket game, it's going to be a mental game between these two teams. Dubai riding high on confidence. Emirates Blues at number 2. They definitely want to defeat Team Dubai and they have all the ingredients to do so. They've made some changes to the batting order. Uzair Khan is sitting out. Matiullah Khan has been given the responsibility in place of Uzair Khan. Saurav, we've seen how expressive he was today in the power play. And even Team Dubai, watch out for Ali Nasir, Ronak Panoli, Aditya Shetty, who've been in sublime form. They've done exceptionally well throughout the tournament. Sanchit Sharma, Ali Nasir probably might be sharing the new ball. Yes, it is Sanchit Sharma coming from the Bukhatir end, having a look at the field, deep point and deep extra cover outside the 30-yard circle.
I really like Sanchit Sharma. Gentle medium pace, moves the ball both ways, in swing, out swing. Does seam the ball as well after hitting the deck, and that's where he's a special bowler to watch out for. And this would not be possible if it was express pace. You wouldn't get that deviation which he's able to achieve at gentle medium pace.
Oh, absolutely. Is known for that military medium pace. Tends to get that grip of the surface as well. The lateral movement that he produces. Look at that straight away. That will be a wide. Starts off with a wide.
Very impressive. Wonder where the dew is. It's played hide and seek this evening. It's been present for all the games of the Emirates D10 in the past few days. Today, it's absent.
And I think we would expect it to be absent tomorrow also because it'll be even Stevens for both the teams. Gentle, firm push, bowling to his field. He's got protection in there. Well, now we have the four semi-finalists. Dubai at number 1, Emirates Blues at number 2, Sharjah at number 3, Abu Dhabi at number 4. So it's going to be a contest between Dubai and Abu Dhabi semi-final number 1, semi-final number 2 between Emirates Blues and Sharjah.
I really want to say Ajman at number 5. That's something that I don't want to miss out on. What a side that was. 6th player of the match is on the trot and still not able to get his side into the knockout phases. Have to feel for somebody like that.
Well, at the end of the day, it's a team game. They fought till the end, just could not cross over the line. They lost those wickets. Junaid Shamshu, Sagir Khan, Aftab was fighting it out. Shahrukh come in and unstunned and did provide that runs as required. But in the end, it's all about a team which will hold the nerves. Ayan Afzal Khan with a brilliant catch. Then it was Rais Ahmed who picked up a stunner in the deep. Khalid Shah as well.
I really feel that the damage happened right at the top where Junaid Shamsuddin and the captain departed in quick successions. And that is where the downfall of Ajman started.
No, absolutely. Full toss straight down the ground, clears the inner field, and the ball will find the fence. First boundary for Emirates Blues and first for Tanish Suri.
Using his feet to his advantage, dancing around. What was good is that he was looking to hit it through the line. Might have not come from the middle of the bat, but it doesn't matter. Runs do matter in this format. Has a habit of picking up wickets early. Not happy with the ball at the moment is Sanchit Sharma. I think he's going to be okay with the ball. Passes the test immediately, says it's okay. Can't argue against the machines.
No, absolutely. There's a reason why it's been kept and it passes and everybody's okay with that. Sanjit's still not happy. Good looking shot, but fielder stationed there. But this is what I like about Sanchit Sharma, Pranav. He's taken those two fielders towards the off stump, one towards the cover, and then he has one towards the deep backward point. And he's consistently bowling in those areas.
And even if you look at that fielder who's stationed almost at the third slip, deep third slip, hit straight as an arrow, straight down the ground, one bounce into the ropes. The final delivery of Sanchit Sharma is going to be punished for a boundary, 13 runs from the rover of Sanchit Sharma. And that's where Blues are going to be standing without losing a wicket. Aditya Shetty comes into the attack. Mystery spinner. It's a world of mystery spinner at the moment.
Well, I'm looking at the way Saurav has been given the opportunity towards the business end of the tournament. They've hidden some ammunition in the treasure box and they're unleashing them. And when they've been given that opportunity, they've come out and delivered. He scored 3 boundaries in the previous game today. Short delivery, clears the inner circle, and Tanish Suri will find the fence. And we've seen that even with Team Sharjah, Ali given that responsibility.
A half tracker. Might have missed the ball from his hand, might have slipped out. As the dew come out, the towels are out. Just when we were appreciating dew staying away from the grounds, the towels have immediately come into the use. What a shot. Incredible strike. Might go all the way as well. This is good striking. Tanish Suri is a player to watch out for, and at the moment he's striking clean.
No, absolutely. That was a very good hit from the blade of Tanish Suri. Full stretch of the hand and he's got the maximum result. Aditya Shetty will be under the pump. It's been an expensive over. 10 runs scored already of it. Played it late and played it to perfection, bisecting those two fielders. Tanish Suri is on a roll.
This is the problem. Once the ball starts going in the outfield, probably the dew might be even more effective. And then the quality and class of Tanish Suri comes to the party, comes to the occasion, and stands tall in front of Aditya Shetty. 4-6-4 after that dot ball on the first delivery. Under pressure is Aditya. 14 runs of this over. What an incredible strike. Might be another 6. Certainly is. 4-6-4-6. He's dialing a phone number that he's lost years ago.
Well, great use of the feet, walking down the surface, getting to the pitch of the ball and getting it right of the meat of the bat. This is some power hitting from Tanish Suri. We've seen him being muscular. We've seen him timing the ball. It has been an expensive over. Aerial one more time. One bounce into the fence. 37 have been scored. Aditya Shetty gave away 24 runs.
2 overs done, 37 without losing a wicket. Blues are certainly cruising at the moment on the back of Tanish Suri. What an incredible strike at the moment. Saurav Jangra and Tanish Suri are making a mockery of Dubai. Incredible striking. Not looking to hit the ball too hard, and that's what's special about this.
They're getting a taste of their own medicine, especially in the power play. That's exactly what they have done throughout the tournament. And Saurav straight away into the act of picking up a boundary of Ali Nasser. Another brilliant all-rounder for Team Dubai. He will certainly wear his thinking hat on and will try to produce something special. Played through the line, but it will be cut off by the sweeper cover, Nilansh Keswani.
Really need a moment of brilliance. What kind of a person are you, Rizwan? Do you like those 150 games or do you like those 100 games like the one which we had in the previous game?
Well, I would prefer any game which goes down till the wire, whether it is a low scoring contest or a high scoring contest. We need that thrill to happen. We need that entertainment. Oh, look at that shot. One for the photographers. Clean ball striking from Tanesh Suri.
Unbelievable striking, Tanesh Suri. The way he transferred the weight onto the front foot and used that weight to perfection to transfer the ball behind square, angle it just past that fielder at backward point. Photographer's delight. Ali Nasir is generally very much accurate. Trying to force the proceedings on this occasion. Just beats the outside edge.
They were unlucky in the previous edition of the D20, which was concluded in October. Emirates Blues were the runners-up against Sharjah. And they will definitely want to correct that. They want to fire all their cylinders in the encounter tomorrow. They'll be up against Sharjah.
It's going to be a fantastic tournament that winds up tomorrow in the air. Just one shot of the fielder. Love the kind of intent with which the Blues are playing at the moment. Not looking to hit the ball too hard, yet getting runs very easily. 10 runs of this over with the ball to spare. That's the kind of impact the Blues are having at the moment against Dubai.
They've come up with a clean plan. They've come up with a template and they're just adhering to the template that's been designed by the management, the coaching staff of Team Emirates Blues. It's a complete positive atmosphere and environment they have. Oh, is there an outside edge? Yes, it is. The finger goes up. Saurabh will have to depart. And wicket number 1 falls down for Team Emirates Blues.
Look at that celebration of Ali Nasir. Certainly enjoyed it. Just the smallest of outside edge from the bat of Jangra. And that's where he's going to be walking back to the dugout. 47 for the loss of 1 at the end of 3 overs. As Jangra walks back for 11 of 7 deliveries. Time for some left arm spin. Starts off with an arm ball. Keswani. Nilanj Keswani is a handy bowler, very tricky one.
Yeah, quite a handy bowler, as you rightly mentioned. Skids through the surface. Watch out for his slow ones. The intent was right. Yeah, he was trying to get to the reach of the ball, trying to come underneath it. Probably targeting that area between the long off and the extra cover region.
Massive talent, Tanesh Suri. But with time, what I want to see from Tanesh Suri is those cross-batted shots. Probably a little bit of innovation as well. Maybe use the pace, maybe play the paddle, just like Joe Root. Just past the third, open the face of the bat. Those innovative shots are mighty fruitful.
Yeah, with the way the dynamics of the game has been changing, you need to go with the flow of the game. You need something special. We spoke about the runs being scored off late in a 50-over match today in the World Cup Under-19 final. Was it 411 that India managed to score? Thanks to some wonderful batting performance from Vaibhav Suryavanshi, who went on to score 175 runs.
It's just wow. Some talents are to watch out for. And just when we were talking about that area, wonder if the players have a earpiece to listen to what we are talking about.
I think as we progress with the kind of fearless cricket that we are witnessing even at the international podium, Pranav, going forward, let's play towards the cow corner and we'll find the fence. We'll continue our discussion. Aftab, Alam picks up a boundary.
4 overs done, 54 for the loss of 1 Blues. Time for Yog Sharma. Prolific action that Yog Sharma has. Very smooth, very gentle, but very effective as well.
Yeah, has been the pick of the bowlers in the under-19 setup of the UAE. Can crank up the pace. You're talking about the scores that teams are accumulating at the international level. Going forward, I believe 380, 390 will be new normal when it comes to the 50-over format. Gone were those days where chasing down 180 was difficult. Carved it to perfection by Tanish Suri.
If you get an applause from Nilansh Keswani, as an opponent, you have done certainly well. Couldn't stop, but applause. That shot coming from the bat of Suri. Incredible striking. So easy on the eyes. 2 players. On one side you have Tanish Suri, who is batting and batting brilliantly, coming from the junior ranks. Not really sure how Yog Sharma has come to this level, but another gem of a delivery, gem of a person with the quality that he has up his sleeve. Will be a dot ball. 58 on the board into the 5th over. They should be expecting somewhere around 120, 130.
Yeah, plenty of batting to come. Dania Liaquat, Awais Ali, Ahmad Tariq is yet to come out to bat. You spoke about innovation, there it is for you.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful execution of that ramp shot from Tanish Suri.
Oh, Tanish Suri, when you see the shot going home, you will realize that we spoke about this exact shot. We related it to Joe Root as well. You're going to be cutting this clip and tagging me on the social media as well. Brilliant execution to perfection by Tanish Suri. What a talent this lad is turning out to be. Brings a big smile on my face. Oh boy, Tanish Suri. Watch out for him. In years to come, he's going to be one of those big prize players of UAE.
Has already represented UAE, Tanish Suri. Has been in and out of the team. He definitely possesses the skill to represent the nation. Comes from a cricketing background. His younger brother Udish Suri, who's a left-arm spinner who represented under-19 team. When he is in full flow, I tell you what, he's absolutely magnificent.
I'm not sure whether you saw the reel. If I'm not making a mistake, his mother went viral on the social media for guiding his younger brother. Losing one hand on the bat, but still will get to the boundary. Aftab Alam and his power is a thing to talk about.
Yeah, whoever's given the responsibility, they've come and delivered so far. 5 overs gone. Let's have a look at that shot one more time. Away from the off stump, he's thrown kitchen sink at it and he's found the fence. 5 overs gone, 67 for 1.
Dot ball. Bhai. 13 runs from that over of Yog Sharma. And Nilanj Keswani comes back into the attack. Third ball on his first delivery that he's bowled. Batting beautifully at the moment is Tanesh Sorian. Deflects from the fielder. Player at long off did well to rectify the situation. Moves on to 48. Gets a couple of runs in the process. Maybe the due. I think it is Ali Nasir, if I'm not making a mistake. Doesn't matter who it is brilliant effort. 48 of just 22 deliveries. As Atiq Nazam joins me in the comm box. Nilanj Keswani fires it in and just a single to get to 49. Tanesh Suri would be a much deserved 50 for him once he gets there.
Well, yeah, he's played well, hasn't he? Danish Suri, 49 of 23 balls. Well, they certainly will be a stalemate, but nevertheless, the momentum becomes extremely crucial as they go into the knockout stages tomorrow.
It's a situation of bragging rights as well, 1 versus 2.
Well, that's in the air. Fielder in the deep takes the catch. Aftab Alam departs. This is a big wicket under the circumstances. And it's Aditya who takes the catch in the deep. Emirates Blues, just as you felt that a partnership was building. Aftab Alam departs. It's 72 for 2. 70 for 2. In walks an exciting left-hander, Daniel Liaquat at number 4. Nilanj Keswani striking in his very first over. Well, he's one of the best middle-order batters going around here in the UAE domestic circuit, Daniel Liaquat. Well, he's slightly been off colour. In all honesty, in this Emirates D10 2026, can tonight be his night? Can he carry that confidence on to tomorrow's game? So it's very crucial that Daniel Liaquat gets some runs here today.
What I understand is that Daniel Liaquat will have a free hand. Just like that, the very first delivery tonged and tonged for a maximum. What an incredible strike. The very first delivery to Daniel Liaquat, and he throws the kitchen sink at it. No mercy whatsoever.
Well, this is the reason why I said he's a special player. Doesn't need a sighter. That was not one of his cleanest strikes, I'll tell you. Got rather higher on the bat on that occasion, Daniel Liaquat. The difference was he did get the distance as well as the elevation. A very good over here from Nilansh Keswani, just been spoiled there by that six down the ground. Last ball of the over coming up. And he goes over mid-wicket this time. And the result remains the same. 2 sixers in 2 deliveries. 15 runs come off this over. A very, very good over here for the Emirates Blues. 82 for 2.
Now you would have seen a few players striking at 300 and 400. Here's Daniel Liaquat striking at 600. But at the moment it is all about Tanish Suri. Ramesh comes into the attack. Will pick up a single to get to his milestone. He will celebrate that 50. Striking over 200. Will raise his bat. What a fantastic knock this has been from Tanish Suri. It's been pure class, pure elegance and wonderful timing.
Well, they say a big match player is somebody who will put his hands up on the most important situations. Well, yes, this is a stalemate. But Tanish Suri, with this brilliant half century, will certainly be a vital cog in the role for the Emirates Blues. As Daniel Liaquat once again, third ball, third six for him, striking it at 600. Well, what an onslaught this is here from this beautiful left-handed batter.
Wow, just wow, that's all we can say about it. 3 ball, 3 sixes. Incredible striking from Daniel Liaquat. We are talking about Daniel Liaquat coming to the party. And he's done just exactly that. Into the 7th over, 89 on the board. Once again, a big heave on the leg side. This time he won't get a maximum. It'll just be a single. Excellent cricket by the Blues. Gets on to 90.
Well, what a start to the innings here. In fact, going at almost 14 runs and over are the Emirates Blues. 90 for 2 on the board already. Well, that's been quite adventurous there, Tanish Suri. We've still got plenty of time remaining. Going through nicely, striking it at 200. Ramesh Shahzad, one of the most experienced campaigners, and a chance of stumping down the leg side. And to add salt to the wounds, that's going to be 4 wides.
Yes, certainly. 5 wides, 5 free runs. Stumping opportunity gone down begging. The bowler will always feel that it was a decent delivery. It outfoxed Tanish Suri. But in the process, the keeper not able to hold on to it, and 5 free runs for the Blues that are already going very strong. Does Tanish Suri have some fuel left in the tank? Can him tonk Ramiz straight down the ground for a maximum?
Well, if there's anyone who can certainly pull the run rate back here for the Dubai, it's certainly this man on your screen, Ramesh Shahzad, with all the experience that he possesses, with the amount of cricket that he's played, capped by the UAE as well, Ramesh Shahzad. And a full toss, look at that, a quicker one on that occasion. Tanya Liaquat, well, he'll feel that he missed out an opportunity there. That's the end of the over. 14 runs coming off that over from Ramesh Shahzad, 7 done, it's 96 for 2.
Ali Nasir comes into the attack, 10 runs of his first over. He does have a wicket, and what a shot. What an incredible shot. Goes all the way as well. Doesn't need to hit straight down the ground when he can execute shots like that.
Well, you got to be a special player to execute a shot like that. You should have some serious wrists in order to generate that kind of lift, that kind of elevation. And Tanish Suri, well, he made that look extremely easy. Ali Nazir, under a lot of pressure, once you've been hit for a 6 of the very first ball, can certainly undo some nerves. The Blues bring their 100 up in the process, 102 for 2. Tanish now on 57 of 27 balls. These two batters blowing great guns at this stage.
Really want to see Tanish Suri going downtown. Can he?
Good delivery there. Well, if he continues bowling that line and length, it can be extremely difficult. Let alone downtown, even towards Chinatown. A brilliant delivery again. Yorker length, unplayable, nothing much as a batter you could do. And as a death bowler, that's what you got to do. 6 out of 6 on that very spot.
It is the floating power play. Big shot down the ground. They're going to be rushing for that single. 7 runs from the first 3 deliveries. This over has been in favor for Dubai because 7 runs is a good result for Dubai.
Well, if you have the opposition going at almost 14 runs and over, going at 7 runs and over means you've literally cut that momentum by half. 103 for 2. Tanya Liaquat began with a bang. 3 sixes of his first 3 balls. Well, something tells me this is going to disappear out of the park as well. Well, this has been skied. He's mistimed this fielder coming under and the catch has been taken. So Daniel Liaquat trying to go for his fourth big one. Misses out. Mistiming it. Well, no timing behind that. And an easy catch for the fielder at mid-on.
Daniel Liaquat is going to be walking back to the dugout as the third wicket falls for the Blues. 103 on the board. This over has been in favour of Dubai. Lovely strike. Sounded really good from the bat of Usaid Amin, who's just come into the middle. And the very first delivery travels like a trace of bullet to the boundary.
Well, where are the days, Pranav Mehta, where batters needed 2, 3, 4 overs to get their eye in and get their arc going, get those eyes moving in the right direction. Nowadays, batters, they walk into bat and the very first ball, they caress it through the point, just like they do it with the needle, just threading a needle through the hole. That is how these batters have become. Another shot over mid-on. 2 boundaries in 2 balls. Blues, they finish the over. Nelson on the board, 111 for 3 with 2 overs to play. One for 3 after 8 overs. The last over going for 15 runs. Usaid Amin, what a start to his innings. 2 boundaries of the first 2 balls. Danish Suri still going strong. Full toss, down the ground. And a brilliant piece of ground fielding there. Well, that's Nilansh Keswani on the boundary ropes. Well, if there's anybody who's as quick as lightning on the field, it is that young man. What a piece of effort.
Excellent stuff. Big moment. Sanchit Sharma. 12 runs in his first over. They'd want to go after him. Hurrying in line, and this one's going to be required to re-bowl.
Well, Sanchit Sharma will have his work cut out here. He's going up against 2 of the cleanest strikers of the cricket ball in Tanish Suri and Usaid Amin. He's got to try and hit those wide yorkers. 113 for 3. Good delivery, hitting the block hole. Well fielded there at covers. A quick single being taken.
Big moment in this game, just the last 10 deliveries remaining. 125 as customary. They'll not be happy with it. They will want to get somewhere close to 135, 140 maybe. Looks to play the paddle, not able to get bat on to ball, directed. They're going to be running for the second as well. I feel it's a great result for Sanchit Sharma despite that overthrow, because the power of Usaid Amin is at the non-striker's end.
Well, certainly, but Tanish Suri, he can back a punch as well. We've already seen him going at a strike rate of 200 here. Sanchit Sharma, there's no room for error. That was a very good delivery. Trying to hit the block hole. 5 runs have come off the first 3 balls so far. Good delivery. That's a glorious shot. Tanish Suri for you. Well, it doesn't matter if Usaid Amin's on strike or not. This man can caress it as beautiful as anybody in world cricket.
I'll have to bite my tongue with a shot like that. Came from the meat of the bat of Tanish Suri. Really felt that maybe towards the later end, maybe Tanish Suri might not be as effective as Usaid Amin because of his power, but then the quality and class of Tanish Suri. Oh boy, what a talent this lad is. Once again goes inside out. This has got a lot of air. Fielder underneath it. Ali Nasir doesn't drop many, and that's where Tanish Suri is out of the equation. But I think he's done the damage.
Well, damage done, but full marks there for Sanchit Sharma. Bowling to his field, once again going wide outside the off stump. And he's got the cover that he needs in the deep, and one miss hit can provide him the wicket, did provide him the wicket. And a big wicket here with Tanish Suri departing in the last over. Will certainly favour Dubai. 120 for 4.
This has been a pretty decent penultimate over from Sanchit Sharma.
Well, he's been brilliant, hasn't he? Well, they say that the penultimate over is one of the most important overs in the shorter formats. Going outside the off stump, and another very good effort in the deep. But the power of Awais Ahmed has carried the ball all the way for a maximum. That is a very serious stroke, I'll tell you. Going for a wide Yorker, getting enough bat and still getting it for a 6 over covers. That's the 9th over done and dusted. Sanchit Sharma was starting off well, unfortunately not finishing it off as good. 9 overs done, it's 126 for 4. Blues 126 for 4. Last over been entrusted to Ali Nazir. Well, misses his target. Hit over covers. A bounce into the boundary. Usaid Amin will continue his onslaught. He moves on to 13 now of 4 deliveries. Well, that's a poor delivery to begin with.
What wonderful striking from the Blues. 130 on the board. We are talking about 135 with 5 balls to spare. I think they'll be looking at 140, 145 now. Greedy are we, aren't we?
Well, we certainly are. Well, apologies. That was Yug Sharma, left arm pacer coming around the wicket. Well, cracked through the mid-wicket region. Fielder will cut it off. A bit of a fumble, but still they'll only manage to get a single.
It's going to be Awais who struck a mighty heave on the very first delivery that he's faced. Love the firepower that the Blues have towards the middle order. The lower middle order is very destructively devastating for the Blues, and that's where they can finish off in style with 4 balls to spare. What do we expect? Right in the block hole, gem of a delivery from Yug Sharma.
Well, that's what this youngster can give you. Yug Sharma, one of the best and the most skilled left arm seamer on display here at the Emirates D10. One of them perhaps, Yug Sharma, definitely a serious talent. But that Yorker was spot on. 131 now on the board. Good delivery once again. A quick single been taken. It's a brilliant comeback here by Yug after missing his length of the very first ball, being hit for a boundary. And he's come back quite strong. But I'll tell you what, Pranav, 132 for 4. Well, I think you need at least another 10 more runs in these 2 balls. That means we need 2 more boundaries. With the likes of someone like Ronak Panoli right at the top, you need that bit of cushion, don't you?
Where is the 6? Feel short and slower delivery. Brilliant delivery. They're going to be pushing for the second. And a little bit of misfield will certify them to get back for a second. Still a 6 is mighty handsome. 140 psychological advantage for the Blues. I think anything above 135 is a good score on this wicket.
Well, they're done brilliantly well done there. The Emirates Blues, mind you, they do not have someone of the caliber of Israr Ahmed or Ronak Panoli for that matter, the kind of power that I'm talking about. But this team, well, they've been deceptively good. Well, there is hit up in the air. Has he managed to clear the fielder at long on? He has managed to clear the fielder. What a way to end the innings. Momentum with the Blues. And just like you've mentioned, Pranav, they've got that psychological 140 on the board in their 10 overs and have set a target of 141 for victory. Will that be enough? Well, only time will tell.
We certainly spoke about Sharjah in Dubai in the finale. Don't write Blues off because they are pretty much animated. We saw that in the previous game. We are seeing it against the Dubai in this game as well. Talking about the batting, it all started with the bat of Saurav Jangra and Tanesh Suri. Tanesh Suri was mighty impressive for a 65 of 33. Starts for Saurav Jangra, 11 of 6. Starts for Daniel Liaquat as well, 19 of 6. Usaid Amin and Awais Ali Shah were impressive as well, 22 and 7 in quick time. And that is where Emirates Blues have managed to get 240 for the loss of 4 in the allocated 10 overs. Talking about the bowling, 1 wicket apiece for Nilansh Keswani and Sanchit Sharma, 2 wickets for Ali Nasir. Certainly the pick of the bowler has to be Ali Nasir, 2 for 25 in his 2 overs. Apart from that, everybody else turning out to be expensive.
certainly been a onslaught of epic proportions here by Emirates Blues. They've batted beautifully. What strokes, what magnificent hitting here by the men in blue. Let's have a look at the highlights. It all began with that brilliant strokes around the park. Suri was batting beautifully from one end. What striking, what timing and placement by this stylish right-handed batter. Well, that was the first wicket to fall. Run still kept coming from the other end. He certainly was batting gloriously. Daniel Liaquat came into the crease. He came with a bang. 3 sixers of the first 3 balls. He came like the wind and left like a tornado. That was the third one. Then that was his dismissal. Trying to go for the fourth one down the ground. Just getting toe end of the bat. Dubai kept picking up wickets in regular intervals. Some brilliant hitting right there towards the end. It was a very, very good batting performance by the Blues. 141 runs required for victory of 60 balls for Dubai. Well, mind you, Dubai at the top of the table for a reason. Can they get this score? Well, only time will tell. But we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the run chase.
Good evening, cricket lovers. It's the final game of the league stage where MS a bit of tap, especially in the power play and also towards the end. So that's the equation. 141 required. Matiullah has been given the opportunity. Uzair Khan has been rested. Ahmad Tariq's captaincy skills will be put to test, but I think they've got enough runs on board that they will certainly look forward to defend it. Raunak Panoli, as usual, will be the opening batter for Team Dubai alongside Aditya Shetty, who's looked brilliant but has been off colour in the past couple of matches. He would definitely want to find his form. Deep square leg and deep backward point outside the 30-yard circle for Raunak Panoli. They've got to go from ball one. Umpire says play. Ball number one. Mohammad Shahbaz Ali cuts away, but they've got protection in there. Known to be the go-to bowler in the power play, Shahbaz Ali has got a hint of turn on that occasion. Quite a intelligent operator. Shahbaz Ali has been in and around UAE domestic circuit for a very, very long time. That's the equation in front of you on your screens. 140 required. Good delivery. It was a quicker bumper. Didn't have the desired height that Shahbaz would have wanted. I would still want to see the batters of Dubai to be aggressive. Good delivery. Well, that's exactly where you've got to be in the power play. These are good signs for Team Emirates Blues as we are inching close towards that grand semi-finals tomorrow. 4 teams, Dubai, Emirates Blues, Sharjah and Abu Dhabi will lock horns. It's been a long tournament. And the entire coaching staff of Emirates Blues will be mighty pleased with the effort that the batters and the bowlers have put in. Well, consistently bowling in that line. He's been quite impressive, Shahbaz Ali. Aditya Shetty is under the pump, yet to get off the mark. This is clinical bowling from Shahbaz Ali. Look at those. That package for you is cranking up the pace. Is not providing any room whatsoever. Another good delivery. 4 on the trot. This is magnificent from Shahbaz Ali. MSA is what we know of him. Just that conversation that was required between these two. Trying to play a bit late for my liking, Aditya Shetty. You've got to improvise. You've got to do something different. Probably walk down the surface. Get to the reach of the ball a bit early. Full toss. He did everything right till that delivery. One wayward and he finds the fence. He'll be disappointed with that. Trying for the Yorker, missing it out. End of one, 5 for none. Zaman into the attack from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Straight down the ground, hits the feet of Aditya Shetty. But what a start for Emirates Blues. They've managed to put a lid on the scoring in the power play. Not good signs for Team Dubai as they are moving into the semi-final stage tomorrow up against Abu Dhabi. They need to have a crack at it. 1 of 2 for Ronak Panoli. Just faced 2 deliveries. Aditya Shetty. Oh, it's bowled him. Inside edge, I reckon it was. And it has dismantled the furniture. Beautiful delivery from Tahir Zaman. Gets the better of Ronak Panoli. Emirates Blues, I tell you what, they're on a roll. Yeah, inside edge onto the stumps. And Tahir Zaman celebrates, trying to play across the line on that occasion. And Ronak Panoli departs without troubling much. 1 of 3 for him as Dubai lose their first 5 for 1. Bro, what? Ahmed into the at number 3. Tahir Zaman, what a start, a dot and a wicket. Well, definitely that pressure mounting on Ronak Panoli. He was a spectator at the non-strikers. A good start for Israr. Half tracker. And that's onto the roof. What a start, Israr Ahmed. Well, he knows, we all know he packs a punch. And it was a half tracker drifting down the leg side. Well, the hand-eye coordination quite impeccable, and the ball followed by the cameraman. I tell you what, it's a huge shout out to the entire broadcasting team, the director and the cameraman, and the flow leader, getting those visuals for you. swing and a miss. It did shape in towards the right-hander on that occasion. That's one area we've seen the batters tend to struggle with, that lateral movement. Good comeback delivery from Tahir Zaman. Another swipe across the line. Not sure if it's the right approach. We know he loves to play towards the onside. And that seam movement after pitching, Tahir Zaman, despite giving that maximum, has done well. Straight into the hands of Usaid Amin. 2 wickets for Tahir Zaman. And Team Dubai are losing their wickets at regular intervals now. And it's the big man. It's Israr. Didn't quite get right of the meat of the bat. And Usaid Amin makes absolutely no mistake. Another one bites the dust for Dubai. 6 of 4 for Israr. 11 for 1 after 2. Mohammad Hunain into the attack, coming from the Bukhatir end. Aditya Shetty, 4 of 5. Arian Saxena walks in at number 4. They have no time to settle in. They've got to go after each and every delivery. The required run rate mounting up to 16.25 runs and over. Joining me in the com box is Atiq Nizam after a well-deserved break. Atiq, what an outing Emirates Blues have shown. Tanish Suri brilliant with the bat, and now Tahir Zaman picking up those 2 crucial wickets for the team.
Well, in all honesty, I'll tell you, Rizwan, this is one of the worst starts, if you can put it that way, that Dubai's had in this tournament. Well, this has been skied, and this has gone all the way for a 6. Aditya Singh Chauhan, beg your pardon, in fact it's Aditya Shetty with a brilliant hit down the ground. But, well, look at that. Basically, I'll tell you, Rizwan, 2 of the most prolific run getters in this Emirates D10, Ronak Panoli and Israr Ahmed. Well, the kind of impact that those 2 players have had is absolutely immense for the success that Dubai has found in this tournament.
Well, I fully echo with you, and this is where we've seen even in the previous editions, Atiq, Dubai has done exceptionally well throughout the league stage. They do qualify for the semi-finals. It's semi-finals where they tend to lose the plot, and this is where I definitely want to make a point that they've got to come out positively. They've got to come out with that positive intent. It's going to be the test of your mental strength tomorrow.
Well, it certainly is, and well, they say that big games is where the big players put their hands up, and even if you look at the game of probability, It's rather better to have an off day today than tomorrow. Dubai can afford to do that. So even if it meant that Ronak Panoli, for example, who's got 3 on-the-spot Man of the Match awards in the last 3 games, he's been absolutely phenomenal with the bat. And if there was a failure that was meant to happen, he'd rather have it tonight. Well, no doubt about the class and the caliber of those men. But taking nothing away from Emirates Blues, they've been brilliant and they've been on the money. 17 for 2, 2 big fish back in the dugout. Ronak Panoli and Israr Ahmed. Ronak Panoli in red hot form. Israr Ahmed scored that magnificent 50 of 12 balls, which holds a record in this Emirates D series. The fastest 50. That is the kind of impact that these players have had. Aditya Shetty gets caught in the deep. That is a big wicket under the circumstances. The third one falls. Dubai now in a spot of bother.
Well, this is a power failure. This is absolute power failure. Succumbing to the pressure. Ahmed Tariq it's Saura who takes a very good catch in the deep. Well, as you rightly mentioned, it might as well happen today rather than tomorrow for Team Dubai. As Aditya Shetty departs after scoring 10 of 8. Dubai are 17 for 3.
Seventeen for 3. Dubai in all sorts of trouble. New batter Ali Nazir at number 5. Well, the Blues have swarmed all over Dubai at this stage. But certainly would give them a world of confidence going into the knockouts tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely, Atik. This is something which was expected of Blues. Emirates Blues have been brilliant throughout the tournament. Yes, they've had their ebbs and flows, but they've managed to bounce back quite strongly. And I'm optimistic they will give a tough fight to Sharjah tomorrow, as they're up against Sharjah and Dubai will be playing against Abu Dhabi. Just a gentle push from Arian Saxena. He gets off the mark. So I think overall, if you look at it, what are the areas? I mean, they've been phenomenal throughout. They just have to come out with a complete positive approach tomorrow.
Well, they certainly will do, and I think this is also going to be a blessing in disguise here for Team Dubai, because the middle order have remain untested throughout the tournament because of the kind of success that the top order has had. Now Dubai has that opportunity, the likes of Ali Nazir, the likes of Arian Saxena, to put their hands up, to get some runs on the board, try and get towards the score being set here by Emirates Blues. And if they can do that today, I'll tell you, this will certainly take them in very good stead for the knockouts tomorrow. 3 done, it's 20 for 3. So Matiullah Khan comes into the attack. Arian Saxena and Ali Nazir out there. Two new batters out in the middle. And what a stroke that was. Well, it did look like it was just punched off the back foot for a couple of runs. But that ball went to the boundary at a rate of knots. Brilliant shot there.
Yeah, good one from Ali Nasser. Bit of work, but just could not stop there. Matiullah Khan, well, this will be an interesting subject tomorrow, I think. Well, they've picked him in place of Uzair Khan. But going into the big semi-finals, would you have Matiullah Khan as a pure bowler or would you have Uzair Khan as an all-rounder? Given it's the shortest format, when you have a player who can bat as well, will give you that advantage. And having said that, Matiullah has been phenomenal throughout the tournament. We've seen him, his economy rate has been quite impressive. About 14, 15 runs is what he has given away in a couple of overs. A couple of games he was expensive. So this will be a tough call for the management of Emirates Blues as to whom they would pick and choose in the semi-finals.
Well, that's a very valid point that you're making, Rizwan. Good delivery there once again. Oh, that was a very delayed call there by the umpire for a wide. But yes, I think I'll have to agree with you more there. The likes of an all-rounder can come extremely handy, especially in a knockout game. Uzair Khan, well, he's an experienced campaigner, isn't he? He can hit those big, massive blows out of the park. Can also give you those very crucial overs in pressure cooker situations. Well, this has been mistimed. But the bats nowadays and the power of someone like Ali Nazir has carried that all the way for a maximum.
He's been the batter with X factor for Team Dubai. Especially looks after the middle over phase. It's a good hit. As you rightly mentioned, didn't quite time it well. It's that muscular power of Ali Nasser. Fetches him the boundary. I think they've given away too many runs. I think 140 in a T10 format. I think it's just too much to sort of chase it down. We've seen close encounters, but they've not got the start that they would have wanted. Good effort in the deep. Usaid Amin, you can't keep him away. He's a gun fielder. He's taken a catch already and contributing in the field.
Well, certainly saving 2 runs there for the team. Emirates Blues are doing absolutely right, ticking all the boxes just before the crucial game. The last of the league stages. Match number 42 of the Emirates D10 2026. And the Emirates Blues have come all guns blazing. They've got the tournament favourites on the back foot here. Once again, flat batted down towards long on. Run rate, the required rate now above 17.3. This is gonna climb every over, Rizwan, and it's gonna get tougher and tougher as we speak. Well, it all comes down to these two batters. The partnership that they can build over the next 2-3 overs becomes extremely crucial.
I still can get it. They will try to fight it out, but I think it's that required run rate getting close to 17 and a half, which will be a concern. Good delivery from Matiullah, yes and no, and that will be a dot ball. 4 overs gone, 34 for 3.
Some time for leg spin, and straight away it's been skied. But it falls in no man's land. A valiant effort there by the fielder, coming full stretch, driving across, almost taking a blinder of a catch. Had that stuck, Rizwan, that could have certainly been the catch of the tournament.
This is the intent that's been displayed. They are definitely in the driver's seat, but they are giving it out completely. Was it Awais Ali Shah? Just could not figure it out. Well, I think these are the positive signs moving into the semi-final, isn't it?
Well, this is certainly a team to watch out for, aren't you? A beautiful delivery. A wrong one on that occasion. Going away from the left-hander. Well, this man is a serious talent, isn't he, Mohammad Halan? Hunain. It's quite late in the night, isn't it? 11:15 p.m. now, touching midnight.
Past your bedtime, isn't it? Mohammad Halan is from Sharjah. A tossed up delivery. Good one from Hunain. Oh, they're fighting it out. I like the approach. Coach Nile of Emirates Blues. Always smiling.
.36 for 3. Ali Nazir, 17 of 10 deliveries. Well, just seems like it's getting tougher and tougher now. The required run rate within touching distance of the 20 run per over mark. Well, they need someone to break free here at this stage. Beautifully bowled. Well, what an over. What an over. This is from this exciting young leg spinner, Hunain Munawwar. Well, he's been absolutely brilliant, hasn't he? Just 1 for 12 of 1.4 overs. He's just got 2 more deliveries remaining.
They've got protection in there. It's the responsibility that they have taken as a youngster, Hunain. I like the intent and the approach for him. Must be about 16 years old, Atiq. But he did create some turbulence. He's picked up a wicket as well. Towels, a lot of dew around.
Well, we did not see some dew early on, but now with the temperatures beginning to drop as we head towards midnight. Well, that's a thick outside edge, and the ball will just reach the boundary ropes for a boundary. At the halfway stage, Dubai. Well, innings going absolutely nowhere at this stage. 42 for 3 at the end of 5. So the floating power play has been taken. And one of UAE's top seamers come into the attack. It's Shahbaz Ali. Well, what a campaigner he's been. And he's been an ardent servant of the UAE domestic circuit for many, many years as this man. He's a very, very tough campaigner to cope up with. Not easy to get him off for runs. "42 for 3. Oh, that's been cracked. That's cracked off the middle of the bat. What a way to welcome Shahbaz Ali. Well, a man who's been well experienced in this starts off with a bouncer and has been dispatched out of the park.
Yeah, anything which is half tracker aiming at that rib cage area will be punished. Arian Saxena is a clean striker of the ball with pace on offer. It was quite an easy picking for Arian Saxena. We've seen him bowling those good length deliveries, and that's exactly where he's got to be to make sure it doesn't leak away too many runs in the power play. Good delivery. That will be a wide. He cannot believe it. Not happy. And that's considered one for the over as well. Played it over the covers. It will be a couple of runs.
"51 for 3. 50 comes up as well in the process here for Team Dubai. Not that it certainly means anything at this stage, isn't it? Required rate touching almost 20. Arian Saxena, well, he needs to get going. He can hit a big long ball. Good delivery there on that occasion, perhaps. He did try shuffling across to the left as well. Umpire Imran Munir once again. Well, he's been spot on tonight, hasn't he, Rizwan?
Spot on tonight. He's spot on every single time when he walks out to the center. He's extremely focused. Imran Munir. That's a very good call taken. You've shuffled towards your right and considered as a legal delivery. Good pickup. That will be a boundary. Carved it over the point region.
Well, that's another very good shot. Giving himself some room, just going over the fielder. Well, you need to be at least another couple of feet taller. Arian Saxena, well, he's now striking it at 200. But sometimes the impossible can always be made possible, isn't it? In this format, in this game of ours, cricket can always come up with its surprise as well. My co-commentator here, Rizwan, is giving me that look. Well, what are you talking about? Well, my friend, we know that cricket's given us surprises over the years.
It most certainly has, but I can fully understand it. It's past your bedtime. That required run rate is close to 20 runs an over, and you need to get 20 runs in every single over. and you need to get at least two maximums and two boundaries to get to that particular run rate to chase that down. They've got wickets in hand, but I do not think so this will be possible. Statistically, yes, it is doable, but practically, I don't think so.
Well, of course, you make a good point. Obviously, the likes of someone like Shahbaz Ali, who's now coming to the end of his spell, he's got one more delivery remaining. But yeah, it certainly seems like it's gone beyond the reach of Dubai at this stage. Last ball of the 6th over coming up. Oh, good delivery. Once again, nailing that Yorker to perfection on that occasion. 6 overs done and dusted. Shahbaz bowls out. 2 overs, none for 19. 50. 57 for 3 after 6 overs. We're down to the last 4 overs of the innings. Daniel Liaquat comes into the attack. Good delivery this time. A quicker one on the occasion. But he's a proper all-rounder to have in your team, Daniel Liaquat. Left-handed batter, left-handed bowler. Left-arm spin bowler, orthodox. We saw a glimpse of what he can offer, Daniel Liaquat, today early on. 3 sixes in 3 deliveries. But he's had that kind of a tournament, doesn't he, Rizwan? Just was not being able to be consistent and put in those match-winning innings. Daniel Liaquat, certainly capable. We've seen him do over and over again. Can his day actually come in the knockout stages? Another quicker one on that occasion.
And I think if you talk about the team as a whole, barring Matiullah, they all can bat till the end, including Tahir Zaman for the matter of fact. So when you have a team of all-rounders, when you have them batting deep, played away towards the fine leg region and the ball will find the fence, poor delivery and easy pickings for Arian Saxena. So going into that semi-final stage, and you will definitely walk in with confidence, and when you have 9 to 10 all-rounders in your team. I mean, I'm talking about, yes, you have bowling all-rounders, they can contribute. Tanish Suri has been doing the glove work. That confidence itself within the team will be very, very high.
Well, it's always a good habit to keep winning, isn't it? We've seen that over and over again, be it even in international cricket. Well, that's a short ball. And it's in the gap. Fielder making a valiant effort, not able to pull that back end. Another boundary for the taking there, Daniel Liaquat. A couple of loose balls have been punished here by Arian Saxena.
Well, they're still going at about 9.8 runs an over, which is good sign for Team Dubai, despite losing their top 3 players, Israr Ahmed, Aditya Shetty and Ronak Panoli. That momentum that we spoke about, they're still in the hunt. Yes, the target is well out of reach, but it's the intent as we move into the knockouts. 2 back-to-back boundaries for Arian Saxena, and I think the ball has taken enough beating, probably might be checked.
76 for 3. Well, the ball's been changed. Quicker ball. Well, wide, rightly been called there. By Sunij on that occasion, having some exercise. Well, getting the ball on the full. Has he got all of it? He has. That's a brilliant hit down the ground by Arian Saxena. Well, this innings, even in spite of it, might be on the losing cause. It would do him a world of good here, Rizwan, as we go into the knockouts.
Well, absolutely, they will ride high on confidence. And Daniel Liaquat not learning from his mistakes. He saw Arian Saxena walking down. You probably might come up with that quicker one. But Arian Saxena has done well there. Oh, this is towards the extra cover region. That is huge. That will be a maximum. It is Arian Saxena who's coming to the party towards the business end of the tournament.
Well, this over has gone for 21 runs. Daniel Liaquat has been taken apart by Arian Saxena. 79 for 3, and Rizwan, they've managed to hit the required rate in this over. $79 for 3, and that's been punched down the ground for a single, and rightly so. Ali Nazir handing the strike back to Arian Saxena, who's been timing it beautifully. Now all what Dubai need is to just repeat what they did of the last over 3 more times. But look at that for an innings, 35 of 13 deliveries. Statistically possible, but highly improbable. Good delivery, brilliantly bowled there by Tahir Zaman. Well, how good has he been tonight? Rizwan, 2 wickets for 7 runs. At a runner ball against a team like Dubai, well, you know that you are a serious talent.
Well, it's a good problem to have as a skipper when you have quantum of players who are performing, who are doing exceptionally well. Not easy to pick those playing 11. This is skied up in the air. Will this be taken? They could have been collided, but in the process they've managed to hold on to it. This is a good bowling from Tahir Zaman. That was a quicker bumper. It had the height but not the distance. And in the end, they've managed to hold on to it. Aftab and Shehbaz were almost about to collide as Ali Nasser departs. 61 required of 14 now.
$81 for 4. And in walks another talent, Rami Shazad, an experienced campaigner. Well, it certainly might be too little too late for him, but mind you, Arian Saxena is still out there in the middle on the other end. And he blasts this through the cover region. What a start to his innings. Well, that is creamed from the middle of the bat. Rami Shazad begins with a bang.
Well, he certainly has started with a bang that travelled in absolutely no time along the carpet. That's a beautiful extra cover drive from the blade of Ramesh Shehzad. But they will express themselves. They're not going to die wondering. They're just going to fight it out till the end. Full toss. But that's exactly precisely where you've got to be. You missed your Yorker, but that low full toss resulting in a dot delivery.
Well, but how good has this man been? Tahir Zaman, 3 wickets for 12 runs of 1.45 overs. Well, he's been phenomenal tonight. He'll carry this confidence through for tomorrow. Once again, straight to the fielder. This time a dot ball to end it. Just 6 runs coming off this over. What a terrific over this has been from this speedster. 3 wickets for 12 runs off his 2 overs. He's been magnificent. 8 done, it's 85 for 4. $85 for 4, and Arian Saxena on strike. Well, now of course it's certainly beyond the reach. Good delivery, brilliantly bowled once again. Matiullah Khan, while making a serious case for himself of the argument that we had of his including his name instead of Uzair Khan, and this is the reason why he can nail those Yorkers at well, and especially in this power play overs, he will certainly be a handful.
Most certainly, I think I fully echo with you on that. He just needs to finish off well, as the numbers will speak for you. So now, we've seen a game going down till the wire, especially with Ajman and Emirates Blues, is it? Sharjah, I beg your pardon, it was. In such scenarios, would you fancy having Matiullah Khan or would it be Uzair Khan?
You make a very good point there, Rizwan. Definitely, I understand the point in which you are explaining with regards to the batting prowesses of Uzair Khan and how handy his hard hitting can come in case if Dubai find themselves, I beg your pardon, if Blues find themselves in a similar situation like with what Dubai find themselves in now, that he will be a very handy inclusion. And as we say that, Arian Saxena once again beautifully guides that down towards the point region for another boundary. Well, he is playing a very good knock, albeit a losing cause. It certainly will help him a world of good as he go into the knockouts tomorrow.
Yeah, most certainly. He's raised on to 41 of 16 deliveries. And we've seen that from the Tanish Suri as well, that opening of the bat, especially with those wide Yorkers, you need to execute that, and he's executed that to perfection. Hurried on to him, hitting the top edge of the bat. It'll just be a single. This is what, again, coming back to the point, these are the variations that Matiullah Khan will bring to the table. Have a sound sleep, all the players. So it'll be a cracker of a day tomorrow. It's the grand finale, the semi-finals and the finals taking place at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Well, 42 games previously been played up till now, and it's all for this very moment, isn't it? The Emirates D10 2026, the premier tournament by the Emirates Cricket Board, right at this iconic Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. And what a magnificent event this has been. Unearthing some serious talents, witnessing plenty of action. And certainly it is here to stay. Short ball picked up by Arian Saxena, and it has been deposited into the stands. Matiullah Khan slightly missing out there, but beautifully picked up there by Arian Saxena. What a hit that was. That was a humongous blow over mid-wicket. He moves on to 48 now, just within touching distance of a half century. 9 overs done, 99 for 4. Shall I get going?
One he gave away in the first over. Dania Liaquat and Ramesh Shehzad straight into the action, and that will be a boundary. It's been quite expensive tonight. Dania Liaquat, there will be a boundary check. Yeah, one bounce, that will be a boundary. Started off with a 4. Ramesh Shehzad has done well. Still checking, waiting for conclusive evidence to confirm. You have it, boundary signal by umpire. A huge, massive. Well. They're showing their firepower. The batters of Dubai might end up in the losing cause, but it's that intent that's been expressed here moving into the grand semi-finals tomorrow. That was a quicker one. That's exactly precisely where Ramesh Shehzad has to be. Great all-round display from the team Emirates Blues. Arian Saxena, 48 of 18 deliveries. What a night he's had. The call is for 2 and it'll just be a single. He's on 49. Waited and falls short of Tahir Zaman. Right then, the final delivery. Can Arian pick up his personal milestone of half century? Oh, he misses it. Arian Saxena couldn't get to his personal milestone. Emirates Blues win comfortably by 28 runs. Hunain Munawar, the youngster, did pick up a wicket, giving away 17 runs, and Daniel Liaquat was quite expensive, giving away 34, and Matiullah Khan giving away 28 runs. That's the highlight package for you. First boundary scored of Aditya Shetty. Ronak Panoli was bowled. That was an inside edge. Then Aditya Shetty was trying to find some rhythm, was caught out. Then Israr Ahmed was to go at number 2, and then Aditya Shetty was just not able to get the rhythm right. Good catch in the deep. Ali Nasser, they managed to stitch up a partnership between both of them, Ali Nasser and Arian Saxena. They found some boundaries quite comfortably. Arian Saxena was brutal, to say the least. Was getting runs quite comfortably. Daniel Liaquat was extremely expensive. That was a good shot. He was able to score runs to all corners of the park. He peppers that offside field, Arian Saxena. And then Ramesh Shehzad came to the party, cracking cover drive, getting the boundary, and then some good hits towards the long off region. Trying to go big towards the one side, getting a maximum. That's the
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are for the post-match presentation, the last of the league games of the Emirates D10 2026. The game between the Emirates Blues, once again, going up against another very, very good team. And again, another comprehensive victory here for the Emirates Blues. Huge congratulations. Magnificent performance once again. Well, let's jump straight on to the presentation. We've got Mr. Shiju along with us to hand over the Man of the Match award. Well, it goes to Tanish Suri. A brilliant performance with the bat. once again getting the runs on the board. And he was magnificent right throughout the tournament. He's been in red hot form. Tanish, congratulations. A massive victory and a very, very good, once again, a very good advantage for you all moving into the knockouts tomorrow as well. That momentum carrying through. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, it was a must-win for us. I think we've already qualified for the game, and we've qualified for the knockouts. I think winning the last game was a booster for all the boys of the in the team. I think it's just a thing like a moral love for everybody. I think pretty glad to pop in as scoring. And I'm very happy and glad to get the MOM as well for the team. I think looking forward to carry on in the next game as well.
Well, you guys did beat Dubai, obviously top of the table. Does that confidence help as well going into the knockouts?
Yeah, obviously Dubai was standing on top of the team. I think it's really good as a team to get the to play against one of the top teams of the table, and then I think it's just, as I said, momentum. So I think carrying it forward against Sharjah to one of the semis. I think as all the boys are ready and going for the win.
Well, you guys have been brilliant. Congratulations on this victory. Good luck for the for the semi-finals tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, there you go. That's Tanish Suri for you, the man of the match. Well, that's about it that we have today. Do join us again tomorrow, the big day. It's the two semi-finals and the finals coming your way. It's goodbye and good night from all of us.